Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the Broke Capitalist. Today we got some potentially good news coming from the Pope. But before we get to the good news, please like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead, do it right now. Do it. Subscribe. Hit that notification button. And again, don't be envious of people. Be inspired by people. So let's get into this. All right. So Pope Francis is backing a new movement to redefine capitalism as a force for good. There he is. Look at him. All right. Capitalism has been condoned for many of the world's evils, from massive income inequality to climate change. What? But self-interest wasn't the core idea of the economic system first codified by Adam Smith in the 18th century. Really? I would disagree with that. Basically, 1776, The Wealth of Nations, if you read it, it's pretty much about self-interest. Probably not the way they're defining it, but, you know, avarice became coupled with capitalism in the 1980s. So 1776, 1876, 1976, and then in the 80s, it became this evil, whatever. Fueled largely by Nobel Prize winning economist Milton Friedman's theory that the singular goal of businesses is to maximize profits for shareholders. It's somewhat misleading, but if you don't know, if you're a corporation, if you're a CEO, CIO, COO, if you're a director, if you're a VP, you have a fiduciary duty to who? The neighborhood? No. Do you have a fiduciary duty to the millionaire in another country? No. Do you have a fiduciary duty to children starving in Romania? No. You have a fiduciary duty to shareholders, period. All right? So in short, it was the argument that greed is good. No. No. I mean, you can say, you know, greed is good, but that's another philosophical argument that, you know, Ayn Rand here could help explain, right? Where selfishness actually leads to good things, not selfishness to the detriment of another, but selfishness in pursuing your own goals, right? All right. Now, a new global alliance with Pope Francis, global alliance with Pope Francis as its moral leader, is pushing to rescue the heart of capitalism and reorient it as a force for social good. What does social good have to do with capitalism? Nothing. So why don't they call it what it is? They trying to rename capitalism socialism. The founding members of the Coalition for Inclusive Capitalism, again, socialism, with the Vatican compromises large corporations like the Bank of America, blah, 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 MasterCard, Salesforce, Visa. It includes grant-giving bodies like the Ford Foundation and the Rockefeller Foundation, government bodies, and the International Trade Union Confederation, the world's largest workers' rights group. Okay, unions, what are they against? The capitalists. I mean, that's what history tells us, pretty much. All capitalists are evil. These fat cats, they don't care about us, blah, blah, blah. All right, each organization has committed to changing aspects of its business model, which will be audited annually via a scorecard system. Oh, could it be your compensation is based on your need and not on your production? Something, you know, if you read Atlas Shrugged, that'll sound familiar. MasterCard, for instance, is committing to be more intentional about working with African Americans. All right. Yes, please work with African Americans. When are we going to get Man, look, I am so tired of us being the poster child of need, right? I'm so tired of this, man. It plans to invest 500 million in Black communities and will increase annual spending with Black suppliers by 70% over the next 5 years. Okay, let's scroll down a bit. The 230 action items published on the coalition's website denote the many ways capitalism has gone astray and ways it can be fixed. Let me just say this: ain't nothing wrong with capitalism. I mean, everything. Let me let me reel that back in. What is perceived to be wrong about capitalism is not, in fact, capitalism. Is more so crony capitalism or socialist policies disguised as capitalist policies, right? Capitalism in the United States, you want to see the full effect of capitalism, go from the Reconstruction era to the Great Depression, when America created the greatest economy ever known to mankind. Capitalism has raised more people out of poverty than MC Hammer and LeBron James combined. All right, so let's keep going. Now, Lynn Foster de Rothschild, the coalition's founder, contends that the alliance isn't another caucus exclusive to big corporations. Any enterprise that believes in the need to reform prevailing capitalist agenda can sign up. It's available to the corner pharmacy who wants to make a commitment to hire one person of color. Don't worry about merit. You got a Black parent? Well, you're defined as Black in America, so come on in and get this job. Foster adds that though the leaders of the Catholic Church serves as the main advisor, the coalition is firmly non-sectarian. All right, let's keep going here. Foster, who is also CEO of a holding company, E.L. Rothschild, says getting the Vatican involved promises great momentum. Hearing the Pope speak at the 2016 Business Forum convinced the coalition that he would offer the moral poetry to the coalition's incentives in the same way Martin Luther King's words fueled the civil rights movement. Okay, attach socialism to Black folks. We get it. It's a pattern. Let's see. I think the Pope has true authority on the human soul. He says something like, we need a new conception of the economy in which production of wealth improves rather than destroys our world. That is inclusive capitalism. No, it's not. That is socialism. All right, so Sharon Burrows, General Secretary of the International Trade Union Confederation, is part of the coalition's core advisory group, which is mostly made up of heads of big corporations. All right. As a labor union organizer, she says she was interested in joining the corporate leaders who met with the Pope at the Vatican annually to help come up with realistic interventions. She warns that ideological discussions about capitalism will be meaningless if they don't actually improve the plight of workers. Socialism. Have you ever read Karl Marx? For working people and their children, it doesn't matter what the economic system is. What matters is planning for the future, making sure you're stable before you have children, right? Making sure you have skills other people are willing to pay for, struggling so that when you make it, you can pass your advice and your wealth on to your children. Oh no, what matters is a good, secure job where they can live on the income with dignity. She says, that will be the test. All right, I hope y'all got that. Man, I think it may be too late. It just may be too late. Hey, please like, share, and subscribe this comment. Let me know in the comment section, especially if you didn't get a notification, you may have to resubscribe. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Peace. Have a good one.